miserable mining tax, which should have raised the money that is now being taken from universities and from you as students who pay more HECS as a result. Taking $2 billion from university funding and out of student income support is a pathetic attempt to cover a budget deficit that should never have been in place. The Australia Institute today reminds us that the $2 billion cuts that are being proposed are a third of a submarine. A third of a submarine. The whole university system is being burdened for the cost of a third of a submarine. It is half the cost of a year's taxation subsidy to the rich mining industry. As we saw yesterday, Australia's banks, who are so easily and freely taxed by this government, are headed for record profits like never before. $26 billion in profit in 1 year. This is all money that is being wasted on ridiculous consumption by the idle rich, while the poor and long-suffering university system is cut further. Cut, in fact, cynically, under the guise of funding the Gonski Initiative, the very critical way that hopefully public education in this country can be restored. Well, this is a cynical Labor government using cynical measures which we all should oppose. The students should stand with us as staff, and the staff should stand with students in this university. However, let us also be cautious. The university, the ANU, is a wealthy institution. It's an institution in its last annual report that reported an $82 million operating surplus. It is a university that has $800 million in accumulated surpluses. So it is true that this $13 million is needed by higher education, but let not us have ANU make staff and students pay for this cut, because there is no reason. We will be standing with students to ensure ANU does not reduce the conditions under which staff work, that staff are decently paid, that students have a decent range of subjects to choose from, and tutorials don't end up being 40 people. Because that is sometimes what we kind of think ANU do every time there is a cut. So let's fight the major cuts, but let's also be cautious of not letting ANU management use this as an excuse to further cut the quality of teaching, learning and research at ANU. We must keep fighting these cuts. We have heard this morning that the government is refusing to confirm there won't be even more cuts in the budget. We don't know yet whether there are even more cuts coming. Gillard's comments yesterday, or on Monday, was Monday yesterday? It's been a long week. That said everything is on the table. Well, more higher education cuts may be on the way. Student income support is an area where governments can find some cheap yards. So we need to be on the lookout. The NTEU is organising a rally in this same spot on the 14th of May to keep the momentum of this fight going. We want all students there with us as well. So we need to keep the fight. Congratulations to ANUSA and PASA for making the stand. And I'd urge all students, if you can make the time, walk with ANUSA up to Lee's office, because he's meant to be the great hope of higher education in the Labor Party, and maybe he can tell us where that great hope has gone. Thanks.